good to see you all again. So today I'm going to talk about how to be more productive. I feel like this is a really important topic for any entrepreneur, especially when you're first starting out, because your mind is kind of all over the place and you don't know what to do first. So these are just some things that I found over the last 5 years of owning my business that have really helped me be more productive and just be overall happier in my life. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right in with it because I know that you need to take these techniques and go apply them right now. You have lots of work to do. So the first productivity hack that I find has been the most effective in my life is, well, first I'll explain it a bit. So what the average person does is they will wake up and be like, oh, I have this huge to-do list. I have no idea where to start. Just a complete overwhelm. And then they might do some work. So sure, you might get that work done, but you are just miserable while you're doing it, and then you dread it. And if you force yourself to do something that you really don't want to do, you will build up your mind will hate to do it. You're going to build up that hate against it, and therefore the next day, maybe the next week, you won't want to do that anymore. So it is so important. This is the very first productivity hack. It is so important to get in a high vibe state before you do anything, like anything at all. I don't care what kind of work it is. I don't care if you're following up with emails. Don't touch anything until you get high vibe. So if you need to go for a walk, if you need to listen to an ebook, if you need to meditate, if you need to drink 3 coffees and sing and dance and just get high vibe and excited about your day, excited about your life, that is when you're going to actually do great work, 1. But 2, you're going to enjoy that state of working, that state of concentration, because you're naturally going to bring that high energy into your work. Okay, again, you're training your brain to enjoy the work. It's a little psychology trick, right? It's kind of like another thing I used to do is every 20 minutes, if I did 20 minutes of work, I would treat myself with a little candy or a piece of chocolate or something, again, training your brain. But it's the same idea that if you feel good when you're doing something, you're going to want to do it again and again, right? It becomes an addiction at that point. You're going to become addicted to doing the work. The second productivity hack that I find works really, really well is start with just 20 minutes of work, okay? Just 20-minute chunk. And don't think about it. If you actually think about the work you have to do, you're going to be walking around, you're like, oh, I have to do this first, I need to clean this first, I need to make this call first. You're going to keep putting it off. Just don't think, sit down. Another little hack trick that I found works really well, go on YouTube or find an app that just has typing sounds, like the sound of someone typing, right? I know a lot of people listen to music. I find that just throws off my concentration and I end up dancing in my seat and then I'm up dancing before you know it, right? I cannot sit still when I'm listening to good music. So listen to the sound of typing. It's another little psychological hack where you're going to want to be a part of the group. Like if you're in a group of people and everyone's typing at the same time, it's the same idea. You're going to want to be a part of that and you're going to want to start typing as well. Honestly, try it. You get so much more work done when you're listening to the sound of typing, right? So start with that 20 minutes and just do a little countdown. Go 3, 2, 1, and just put a timer on 20 minutes and do a little bit of work, okay? So those 20-minute chunks, and then once you get that first 20-minute chunk out, you're going to feel so good about yourself. Give yourself a little 5-minute break, and then you can go and then come back and do another 20 minutes. Again, don't think. Okay, don't think about the work you need to do. Don't think about your big to-do list. Just take it in 20-minute chunks and just sit down and don't think, just start typing anything, okay? Whatever comes to your mind right away, and then your brain will naturally get into that focus mode. Okay, I can't remember the exact number. I believe it's about 7 minutes. I could be mistaken though, for your brain to get into the focus mode, right? So those first 7 minutes are the hardest, but after that, actually I find like around 3 minutes I start to get into that actual focus mode, that psychological state where you just get things done and you're in the zone. Okay, so I hope that helps. Again, get high vibe. Please don't answer emails. Don't do anything. Don't even look at your cell phone actually until you get high vibe and do those 20 minutes of work. Because I find that when I get on Facebook, when I'm checking what people have said on my posts, that kind of thing, or responding to emails, you just get lost, and that brings your vibe down as well. You're putting so much energy into these little tasks that don't matter. Okay, so I hope this helps, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.